how can a woman get money to stand on to pursue whatever dreams and aspirations she has. Women constitute 49.54% of the world. No argument about that. The same 49.54%, you don't want them to work, you don't want them to contribute their best. It's obvious that what you are saying is let the world produce at 50% of its capacity. The discussion we're having today will be a way to bridge that so that our women folk will be actively engaged in the economic activity they want to pursue and be paid handsomely for it. Now, today's event is not just about women. It has a youth component to it. The world we are in has a population of about 7.4 billion people. 1.2 billion of them as at December 31, 2016 are youths. So, on the issue of the youth, it's an opportunity to exchange ideas under the United Nations Interagency Network. There was also the strengthening and support of cooperation to promote youth development through advocacy and initiatives and other forms of cooperation. Now, bringing these points back home in Nigeria, and as we discuss this, I want to call your attention to the fact that it's not about the number of initiatives or schemes or programs that are targeted at women. It's about what most of the speakers here have said today. It all starts from the mind. It starts from the mind. Granted, the level of sensitization we would have desired is not there. But how about the sensitization that we have got, the ones that have addressed us? How have we pursued them? So in Nigeria, we are not lacking in programs as well. And the 4 programs that have been x-rayed here are currently going on. They've been championed by the current administration. And most of them have the Honorable Minister of Finance, who is a lady, as the leader of the boards that take decision on how these schemes are operated. I checked out on the internet. The most popular one is WHIP, and it took my mind to a book called WHIP Not Child. It is Women Economic Empowerment Program, which helps women to increase their networking, access to information and finance, while enhancing their technical skills. So when we rise from this kind of engagement, we need to keep talking. Talking in the sense that, have you checked out the empowerment programs of the federal government online? How many have you applied for? What are the challenges that you encounter? Are there challenges that by our discussion and sharing of ideas we can overcome? Do we even have faith that people have applied for these interventions and actually were nominated and are currently enjoying the benefits of these interventions? You remember UWIN of Okonjo-Iweala, how UWIN created a window that was solely for women after operating UWIN for about 2 years. And women stepped up the advocacy that a window ought to be created under UWIN for women. This program is on right now. It has been modified and it's targeted at women and youths who are between the age of 45. There's a recent one called GEP. It was announced by President Buhari last year, where 1.6 billion naira has been set aside for women and young girls for the purpose of microcredit. It has been flagged off, and the target is to reach 10,000 beneficiaries per state. So I would expect that as women opinion leaders, when you rise from here, you need to communicate that to your state. I doubt how many states that have reached up to 5,000. I have my doubts. Finally, there is Empower Nigeria. And this is a very interesting one. It's all about engaging people to work in community service and paying them stipend of 30,000 naira every month. Some of them work in hospitals, others work in schools, others serve as agri extension agents. And it's a double-barrel approach. While you work and influence positive things in your community, government pays you stipend of 30,000 naira. What are the contributions of the central bank towards women and youth economic empowerment? The first one is the 220 billion Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Fund. Believe it or not, 60% of this money, if Nigerians don't come, Nigerian women don't come to take it, it will remain in the central bank. Because when the FINA published the financial exclusion data in 2012, we realized that women have peculiar financial exclusion circumstances. What else is the central bank doing for women empowerment? The CBN Entrepreneurship Development Center. The central bank, in its wisdom, has set aside 60% of this 220 billion for women. And if women don't come, the money will remain there. And if this is the only thing I succeed in communicating in this forum, I'll be glad for it. That, yes, cultural, religious barriers have put some kind of restriction on women. There are also policies that are giving them some kind of leverage. And I think on this note, I have to demand an applause for the central bank.